because we're not supposed to be replacing human connection with AI. We're supposed to be using it to create more time and space by removing repetitive tasks to allow us to be more present with the people we serve, the people we work with, and the people we love. Welcome to the Outcome Academy podcast. I'm Ginny Seeley. I'm a business strategist and longtime process improvement expert, and I also co-own an appliance service business and a co-working space with my husband, Joe. So I understand what it looks like to juggle growth, leadership, family, and big dreams all at once. If you're a service-based entrepreneur or executive who wants to stop putting out fires and work on your business and build momentum with systems, smart marketing, and practical tech, you are in exactly the right place. AI can help you move faster. It can help you scale. It can help you do more with less, but it cannot replace human connection. And if we forget that, we risk building efficient businesses that feel empty, for us and for the people we serve. Lately, I've been very aware of a tension that so many business owners are living inside of. On one hand, we have access to tools that previous generations of entrepreneurs could only dream about. AI can help us plan, write, analyze, organize, automate, and execute faster than ever before. And I want to say this clearly because you hear me talk about it often. I love AI. I believe it gives small business owners leverage that finally levels the playing field. It allows us to do things well that used to require big teams, big budgets, or both. It allows us to amplify our reach, our talents, and our voice. But alongside that excitement, there's something else I've been noticing. As our businesses become more efficient, more digital, and more automated, many people are feeling more isolated because sometimes AI is used in the wrong places where we should be showing up in person. And that's a problem worth paying attention to because we're not supposed to be replacing human connection with AI. We're supposed to be using it to create more time and space by removing repetitive tasks to allow us to be more present with the people we serve, the people we work with, and the people we love. We were never designed to do this alone. This is where I want to ground this conversation in something deeper than business strategy. From the very beginning of time, connection mattered. Genesis 1:18 says, "And the Lord God said, 'It is not good for man to be alone. I will make him a helper comparable to him.'" That verse is about design, not deficiency. We were created for relationship, for shared work, for shared responsibility, for shared growth. And while that verse is often discussed in the context of marriage, the principle applies much more broadly. People do better when they are not alone. In life, in leadership, and absolutely in business. AI is leverage, not the experience. That is how I think about AI and how we teach it inside Outcome Academy. AI is leverage, it supports thinking, it reduces friction, it helps us stay consistent. It allows us to show up better prepared. But AI is not the experience. The experience is how someone feels interacting with your business. It's whether they feel seen, heard, remembered, and supported. AI can help you scale systems. But human connection is what builds trust. And trust is still the currency of business, which means personal experience cannot be accidental. It has to be designed. At Cavalry Appliance Service, we are very intentional about human connection. When someone joins our Crest Club membership, every single new member receives a beautifully packaged welcome box. Inside is a handwritten welcome note, free soap samples, a meat thermometer, a kitchen conversions magnet. That doesn't happen when we remember. It happens because it's systematized. After every repair, Maggie personally calls the customer. Not to rush them, not to upsell. She calls to make sure everything is still working as expected and to genuinely learn about their experience. And when she learns that someone has lost a family member or a pet, she sends a handwritten sympathy card. That care is built into the process. Within our team, we do the same thing. We celebrate birthdays. We acknowledge milestones. We plan one fun team event every month. Trivia nights. The Great Trent River Raft Race. Sponsoring and attending the Religious Community Services Gala together. Axe throwing. Pumpkin patch trips. Even fun is systematized. Because if it isn't scheduled, urgency crowds it out. That's what designing for human connection actually looks like. At Highland Business Center, community is just as important as workspace. We host an annual vision board workshop on New Year's Day. We celebrate Friendsgiving. We create moments where people gather without an agenda. And Joe and I work there. That's intentional. We wanted our members to bump into us, to bump into each other, to form relationships naturally. Those shared experiences turn individual business owners into a community. That's a cohort, even if we don't label it that way. Outcome Academy was never meant to be just content. We've sponsored monthly networking events for other entrepreneurs. We've built a Facebook group to keep conversations going. We've launched this podcast to connect at a deeper level than we can through emails, posts, and blog articles. We've also, from the very beginning, created cohort-style learning experiences where people move through growth together, like SMART, goal challenges, workshops, group course experiences, and, at the highest level, the Summit Club, our ultimate cohort experience. What's a cohort? Well, if you've never heard that word used before, at its simplest, a cohort is a group of people who move through an experience together. Not just consuming the same information, not just buying the same thing, but traveling through a season, a process, or a transformation at the same time. The power of a cohort isn't the content, it's the shared journey. People recognize each other, they hear stories that sound like their own, they realize they're not the only ones navigating the hard parts. It's not about information consumption, it's about shared progress. People know what each other are working on. They know why it matters. And when someone doesn't follow through, the response isn't judgment. It's curiosity. What got in the way? How can we support you? That kind of accountability feels very different. It feels human. Here's the shift I want you to consider. As AI becomes more powerful, human connection becomes more valuable. The businesses that stand out will not be the most automated. They'll be the most intentional. They'll use systems to protect people, not replace them. They'll use technology to create space for connection, not eliminate it. Cohorts, communities, and shared experiences are not trends. They are a return to how people were designed to grow. As you move through this week, here's the question I want you to sit with. Where are you relying on tools when what you really need is people? And where could intentional community make your business feel lighter, more sustainable, and more meaningful? AI can help you do more, but connection is what helps you keep going. As you think about this week, notice where this shows up in your own business. If you want to go deeper into this work, including the Summit Club Mastermind and other ways we support service-based business owners, you can explore everything at outcomeacademy.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.